And hey, listen, I'm sorry about what just I'm sorry about what just happened. That was horrible. I knew that if I was going to do this live stuff, that there would be like, you know, problems. There'd be stumbling blocks to get this done, to be able to live streaming. I knew it, but I bought like I bought this thing, right? A range extender. It's a Linksys maximum strength range extender. This is junk. It's junk. Don't waste your money on this. Seriously, this is not a good product. I had I had it in my bathroom, which is in the far end of my house, and then so it had to go through like some drywall, like some plywood or something. This thing, 20 feet away, and there's like a lousy connection. This is junk. This is absolute junk. It's going back to Walmart. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out so that I can do live streaming. But that was like a waste of time. I also had to get on the phone and talk to the Linksys people about the product, trying to set it up. It's not seamless. It is not seamless, and it doesn't work. So if it's not seamless and it doesn't work, then why are they selling the product? I mean, come on, like how far did I really get? I seriously, I would assume, and maybe somebody can answer this question. Okay, this is a question. You all are probably younger than me. You can answer these tech questions for me. And this is the tech. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure there's nothing back there that I don't want you all to see anything crazy. And don't say stuff like poo and stuff like that, because then they don't want to monetize it. You know, it's limited. It's limited if I say poo or something. So, not saying anything naughty. Clean cut, Peter. This is junk. Don't even get this. If Correct me if I'm wrong, and please do. Please, somebody on here is going to know the answer to this. I just threw it on the ground. Fuck it. I shouldn't cuss. I'm not cussing. No cussing. Clean cut. I'm a clean cut elderly gentleman now. What about me dyeing my hair? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not dyeing my hair. I'm not. So here's the question. Listen up. Can I take an Ethernet cable and get a real long one, like a 100-foot one? Or maybe they only make a 50-foot one. This is a question. Can I plug the Ethernet cable into my router and then plug it into this and walk my computer outside and live stream that way? Somebody please answer this question. Yes. Thank you, Witzel. Whatever a Witzel is. You have a crazy looking thumbnail, so I assume that you're they sell 50-meter Cat 5 cables. I don't know what that means, dude. Witzel, I don't know what that means. I don't even know what your name means. But so they sell 50-meter Cat 5 cables. Yes. Um, okay. All right. So that's what I'm going to do from now on. So I take the $100 product back that is just lousy, and I get a $10 Ethernet cable, and there you go. I'll be live streaming all over the house. I'm making it more complicated for myself. Like, I'm not the tech guy anyway. I've been talking about this. I'm 56, man. It was it was difficult to learn how to edit. It was difficult. I think my first video, it took like a couple days. It was terrible. No, actually, well, no, my first video, it was a production sort of. What was it called? Of Man and Dog, something like that. It's about homeless people, sort of the like this, you know. It's not even worth talking about. But well, it is sort of worth talking about. But homeless dogs, you need to bring them in to get them rehabilitated. Dogs that are a mess, if they're feral, you bring them in, you rehabilitate them that way. And as homeless people, it's the same thing. You can't just allow, you can allow, absolutely. I'm not saying I'm not like some people in this country that are politicians. Of course, if you want to live on the street, that's your choice. You can do that, but it'd be better if you come inside. So you talk to them and try and get them inside, get them, clean and sober, and talk to them and help them. It's the same thing. We're all animals. We're just sort of we're all different. We all come from the same thing. We all have common ancestry. We're all related. So there are similarities between dogs and humans, but there's more differences between dogs and humans than there are similarities. And that's one of the problems that people have with dogs, is that they put their human experiences on something that is non-human. That's why we have 4 million dogs dying every year. Well, that's one of the reasons. The other reason is lack of training, improper training, or no training at all. But there's similarities on everything on this planet, and we're all related. I want to get this live streaming thing going, and maybe I can talk about dogs and help people with dogs, because I see that I'm getting this, and I was doing the super chat thing, but then I have to, like, I don't know. It's like all this. They want me to read this thing and then sign it. So I don't really know what they're. I don't want to sign something and go against YouTube's policies, because I'm like Little Lord Fauntleroy or whatever. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to sign something and say something or do something, or do an advertisement or something on this, but the chances of me doing an advertisement are slim to none. So far, there's a lot of people that contact me, Chinese companies that want me to, like, pitch their products, but that's about it. Red Bull, back when I was drinking caffeine, they never called me. How many videos did I do where I'm talking about Red Bull? Nothing, nothing. They didn't send me a case of Red Bull. They didn't send me anything. Horrible. I could be a pitch man for just about any product. I could. I don't drink, but I'd sell beer. Do I hear? But I'm from St. Louis. Is Budweiser contacting me? No, I was a drunk. I'll tell them that's the beer that I drank when I was a drunk. Budweiser, the king of beers. No, they don't call me. It's pathetic. I there's got to be a company out there that wants to sponsor me. Look at me. I'm 56. I'm not fat. I'm not fat. It's funny because somebody, some kid evidently was saying, and I hear it a lot. I hear it a lot. Um, the kid said, "You look old as fuck." Yeah, I'm 56. I'm sorry, I'm not younger. For 56, I don't look too bad. Look, the washboard stomach's sort of gone. I'm not an athlete anymore, but I'm not fat. I could look a whole lot. I have friends that are my age that look worse than me, so don't give me any shit. It's a lot of people that are my age that look a lot worse. And here's another thing. I don't want to bring this up. Because we're human beings, a lot of times we resemble other human beings. We might have the same eyebrows or facial structure, whatever. It's something. And then like being on YouTube, people say you look like so and so. You look like so and so. One of them that I really don't get, and most of them I don't get. I don't really look like the people that people say, but they'll say something like, "You look like the Kmart Tony Stark." Fuck you. You know. First of all, I want to make something perfectly clear. Tony Stark is a character. He's a cartoon character. That's Iron Man. He's not real. That's Robert Downey Jr., and I don't really look like him. But to say, excuse me, oh, that feels better. To say something like, what was it the other day? You look like Tony Stark's father. I'm 3 years older than the man. I'm 3 years older than Robert Downey Jr., 3 years older, okay? And I hear this a lot, and it's usually on one of my Raven videos. And Sam's not down here because I've been doing a lot of construction. I was trying to get ready for this stupid thing. No, I'm not doing it. But I was trying to get ready for this thing, so Sam's not down here. But it's on the Raven videos where I see that I look like Tony Stark's um, father, or come on, man. He's 3 years 3 years. I'm 3 years older. You understand that Robert Downey Jr. is a millionaire. He probably gets $500 haircuts or more. He dyes his hair. He gets work done. I've had no work done, and I won't. Even if I went Hollywood, which I would, if like Scorsese contacted me, yeah, I'll do your movie. I'll star in your movie. I would. Why wouldn't I? I'd be an awesome, like, I could. I have a wide range, but I could do like a real good psycho hitman or something, or like if he wanted to remake. This is my idea. If anybody knows Martin, call him. I think that it's a Scorsese film. Harvey Keitel in The Bad Lieutenant. That's that's me. I could play the Bad Lieutenant for sure. Don't you think? I think I do think that I could do that. Let me see if anybody else agrees. Show us, Sam. What do you think fuels these rants? Nothing fuels these rants. I'm trying to work the shit out. I'm trying. Listen, trying to figure out live streaming, and it's not going that well because I can't get out to the barn. And there's something that I want to show you in the barn, but I can't. It's important. It's related to the dog man. What fuels these rants? Listen, Tool. Let me tell you something. What fuels these rants is that I'm an entertainer. I'm an artist, and art is about entertainment. And if it bothers you, if you want to question what fuels them, this is what I did. When I would do stand up and shit, and a lot of it was this, like kind of like stream of consciousness. If you don't like it, then don't watch it. I don't stop thinking. I don't, I don't know. I can't rest. I'm always working on shit. By the way, this is a piece that I did. God, when did I do that? In the 80s, something like that. It's 80s. I used to make static sculptures, and then I better shut up. Um, but the whole Tony Stark thing is just absurd. Like I'm a simple country dog trainer. I, I I'm not getting work done. I'm not dyeing my hair. Okay, this is who I am. Kids, and I'm saying kids because there's a lot of kids on YouTube. I mean, if it makes you feel, does it really make you feel better to say something like that? Like how does that? How do? What can I do about it? Like that's my age. I'm 56. Yes, I'm probably going to die sooner than most of you all that are watching this. That's true. I'll tell you what else is true. If you were smart, you'd be buying Peter Kane art because it's sometime I'm going to go. Next time I have a gallery show, if you're some young kid, Silicon Valley, making billions, buy my art. Seriously, buy it because I can. This thing right here, it's all for sale. I'm the king of merch. I'll sell it if you have enough money, but that's not cheap. It's not cheap. You, I don't know what fuels these rants. Look at my hair. I need a haircut. See what everybody's talking about, what everybody's chatting about. Silver Fox. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. God, I was a dude. Gee, thanks. Thanks, dude. Uh, did I just see somebody ask me if I'm circumcised? Yes, of course. Yes, I'm circumcised. I'm normal. Okay. Jesus Christ. Please don't cut it. Self promo for the win. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Buy some of my shirts, by the way. I could really, not that I could really use the money. I'm loaded. No, I'm not. buy some shirts because I'm the king of merch, man. That's like buying art. What I would do if I were you, this is true. And say you're not like a millionaire 26-year-old, but you're in college and you want to buy Peter Kane art. Buy one of my t-shirts, you don't take it out of the package. When I'm dead, you flip it. Just wait until I'm dead. Wait, if you're 20, you wait 20 years. I'll probably be dead. Okay? You flip that, you'll make some money. What I would do if I were you, this is what I would do if I was you. You're 20 years old, I'd buy 100 shirts. I wouldn't wear them, I wouldn't touch them. I'd even buy some of those phone cases that I have with my art on it. Don't touch them. Put them away. When I'm dead, probably whatever the eBay is of the day. There's probably something better than eBay right now. I don't know what it is. Maybe Facebook book marketplace. I go on Facebook Marketplace and I'll just look at the things that I can't buy, which is consistently the same thing, which is RVs and boats. But not just a boat, it's a boat I can sleep in. That's what I want. I want to sleep on the water. I want to take the animals out on a boat, just crash. I want to take the dogs. I'm going to take Sam the Raven. You can pick them up fairly cheap because people buy boats and then they're like just taking up space, you know, real cheap, very cheap. Peter, do you have any children by Sasquatch? No, no, I don't. And that there's only possibly one child. There's a possibly. It's I'm not. I was. Here's the story. She started coming by my house. I shouldn't tell the story. I shouldn't tell the story. Let's just tell it like this. It would be a female in her late 20s that is a dancer. But I asked. I said, originally when it went down, I said, "Is it my kid?" And the woman said, "No, but it'd be funny if it was." That's what she said. I saw a picture of the kid when she was about 18 or something, and she looks just like my cousin Sarah. That woman stayed in contact with me for years and asked me all kinds of like personal info, health, like my family, like is there a history of this? Is there I thought it was unusual, but considering that I slept with her and she left that note that one day that freaked me out. She said that she left this note, and this is true. This is true. I was probably 20, 20. No, I would have had to have been 20, 21 or 22. I was driving a cab. I was in Kansas City, and I was reading the note, and my hand started to shake. I'm like, what is she saying? What is she saying? It's my kid? So anyway, it's a little bit more of the story, but she said that she was just saying, no, we can't sleep together anymore because it isn't your kid. So that's good. I didn't raise the kid. I have a sneaking suspicion it's mine, but it's not mine. It would just be my DNA. That's the thing about those DNA tests. There's people out there that you might be related to. I might not be. That might not be my kid. I was told it wasn't. So there you go. It's not my kid. It's not my kid. But that is a real interesting thing. This whole like hooking up with people you don't know. And I've had this experience being on YouTube that I have had. I've been contacted by somebody asking like, when was I in San Diego? What year? What year was I in San Diego? I think you might be my father. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm not. I was in San Diego, but I'm not your father. Really? Trust me, I'm not anybody's dad. I don't want to be anybody's dad. That'd be horrible. I cannot even imagine how horrible that would be. It wouldn't be fun. What else are we doing here? Should I do a question and answer sometime about dogs? Is that something that anybody would be interested in? Yes. Peter, do a house tour. I'm working on the house. I can't do it yet, and there's something in my kitchen that I don't really think that I want to show you. I don't think you could handle it. I don't think that you could handle it. Maybe, maybe we'll do a house tour, but it's like so it's like this room isn't complete. It's better than it was. I got all the old electrical wiring out of here. That was scary. Every time I'd leave the house, I'd be like, "Oh shit, is it gonna burn up?" I'd turn everything off. The truth. This room, that room, part upstairs, the bathroom. They had it all on one 30-amp fuse. Everything. I was running everything on a 30-amp fuse. It's nuts. Like, who would wire a house like that? It's insanity. So what you want? Did the dog man return? Yeah, the dog man returned. That's why I want to get a thing out there and do a live thing so that you can see. A lot of times I'll go out there and there will be food. There's food in its nest. And that's what I want to get this Ethernet, a long Ethernet cable, and just go out there that way. That makes more sense. It doesn't even matter if there's snow on the ground. It doesn't. It's a plastic cable. There's no what is a milliamp or something like that. There's safe. It's totally safe. Oh, I'm a god. Yeah, I'm God. Yeah. Um, why raid everyone? You can raid Peter's barn. No, I wouldn't raid my barn. That would be a bad idea. That would be a terrible idea. How can you stream off your phone? Oh, good point. I was thinking about that earlier. I can log into YouTube and stream directly off my phone. Now, my only question is this, and this is important. Okay, let me get my phone. Will you hang on, please? Whoever said that, or somebody else is going to answer this for me. Hang on. Where's my freaking phone? All right, I don't know where it is, but I hate the look of when you hold the phone up and people take selfies like this. It's like that, right? It's vertical, not horizontal. Can I live stream and have it the proper way so that it's like this? It's like this. Can I do that? Yes, thank you, Nick Nicolob or whatever your name is. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, that's great. Yes, you can. Just turn the phone sideways. There you go. So I don't need the Ethernet cable. That's just stupid bullshit, right? I don't need it. But I mean, here's an issue though, because I'm in the country. If I'm going to do that, if I don't have a good connection with my phone, it might be bad streaming. Is that true? Somebody answer that question. Ethernet does help though. Nah, no. You said. How about get rid of the? Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, true. Okay, there you go. That's what I thought. Ethernet cable. It cost me $10. We get everybody out there. We'll do it live, so nobody thinks that I'm like doing some kind of spin galley routine. Look at Kane. He's a magician. He's a hoaxer. That's some of the meanest stuff I've ever heard. Why would I be hoaxing about anything? I'm not gonna hoax about Bigfoot or Dogman or the Frogman. The Frogman. I want to mention this one more time, and I'll figure out a way to post, a time, but 7 p.m. on September 23rd. I'm gonna let everybody pay their respects live to the Dogman, not the Dogman, to the Frogman, and the Frogman. It's about, I don't know, it's probably 75 miles away in this bunker. So we'll go there. I have internet set up there, and I'm gonna I'm gonna get a toenail. I'm gonna get some toenail for sure. I'm not gonna lick the Frogman. I've thought about licking the Frogman, but I'm probably not gonna. No, I'm not gonna do it. But I wanna collect the toenail, and I wanna show everybody that the Frogman has skin like an amphibian. It looks like an amphibian, and that's it. That's what we're gonna do, September 23rd, and I think everybody should tune in because it's science. It's science, and really, like, do you really think that we're it in this universe? We're not. We're not. So that creature, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's from this planet or another dimension. I don't know. All I know is what my father told me, and he said that it walked up out of the water when they were loading up the boat with the Bigfoot body parts, and it just what was it? How do you describe it? He said it wilted. He said, "Damn, Peter, it looked like it wilted." I said, "What do you mean?" It goes like a just like a pile of spaghetti. He said when him one of them had the feet, the other one had the shoulder area. He said it just dips down like it doesn't have any bones. It's a frogman, and I'm telling you, this is one of the things that I wanted to ensure that everybody knew. If I was going to do that thing with that YouTube dude or woman, I'm not going to say who it is, a YouTube person, and I wanted them to see that the frog, it smells like a pond. It does. It smells like a fish or something. It smells aquatic. I don't know. If it smells like it and it looks like it, it is. Everybody knows that, right? And if it tastes like it, that's why I think that I'm thinking about just touching it with my tongue, you know, little bit, just touch the frog creature. No, I'm not going to do it. It's gross. So it's like it's gross. The thought of it reminds me of um, I've taken care of snakes before. Like it's sort of like the smell of the frogman reminds me of like an aquarium that has snakes in it. Like I'm not a big I don't have any problem with reptiles, by the way. I don't. They're awesome. But as pets, I think that they stink. I don't know why anybody, and I'm sure that there's some hurt people out there that going fuck you. You know, I love my snake. My snake loves me. No, it doesn't. If a dog can't love a human, either can a snake. And the reason why I say a dog can't love a human is because love is a human emotion. It's not a dog emotion. They can like you. They can like you a lot, but they can't love you. They don't have that ability to have that thought process that like you leave your dog and they don't think about you. And the reason why I know this is because people leave dogs with me all the time. They don't give a rat's ass about the owner. It's the truth. They just don't care when they're not around. When they're around the owner, that's a different story. The dog doesn't think about you. And don't bring up separation anxiety. That's something totally different. That happens right when you leave. It starts. They're not pondering thought. The behavior starts, and then it just they're frantic until you get back. So it's not the same thing. It's not an indication that your dog is missing you. It's an indication that your dog is ill and needs to be you rehabilitated for like I sound like Milan, who's a douche, but you should do something if you have a dog that has separation anxiety. Don't say hello or goodbye to your dog, by the way. They don't do salutations like us. They don't. Just leave. It's better to like if your dog has separation anxiety to sort of like berate it a little bit before you better shut your mouth, but even better is training. That's not really going to help. Like if you're leaving, your dog has separation anxiety and you hear it, you're in your apartment and you hear it freaking out. Run back in, opening the door real fast, sort of startling the dog and going, "No, stop." Or be quiet, something like that. But you throw this pressure wave at the dog, you know, getting the cadence to stop, and then you go back in the hallway and do it again. But don't do it when you're leaving. If you have a dog with separation anxiety, you have to train the dog when you have free time. You can't. It's like if your dog doesn't heel, you cannot take it out on the street and work your dog while you're walking it. You have to work the dog doing heel in the yard. It's totally different. If you want your dog to learn heel, you do not do it while you're walking the dog. You do it when you're training the dog and you're in the yard. You know what? Some things that I've noticed about. Gee, thanks, dude. So dreamy. Yeah, really. Gee, that's great. Um, I don't know. Anyway, I shut this down. I think I'm boring you all with this crap. I'm just trying to Wi-Fi or data streaming. This is Wi-Fi. This is Wi-Fi. Is data streaming if I have the Ethernet cable? Is that what that is? No. Um, do I believe in ghosts? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Um, Originally when I bought this house, I was like, "Oh, it's not haunted," and I was really I was sort of happy about it because there's been times in my life when I've had things that happened, like Kansas City. I lived in this building called the Afton that was known for this, and somebody died that we went to school with. She died in a bathtub, and it's a long story. Somebody wanted to do a séance there, but we'd already had this experience with like um, this old lady perfume smell, but it was more than just a smell. It was like, like there was the room was electrically charged, like like our hair was standing, like saying to my friend Bob, I'm like, dude, do you feel this? Like, what is this? Like, it's like I don't know, but I want to leave. Now I'm getting goosebumps again. I remember one time I was managing that building, and I went down in the basement with the owner. We were looking at some work that had to be done, and Bill, the owner of the building, he goes, "What is that smell?" And it was the old lady's perfume smell down in the basement. And I said, "I don't know, Bill, because I didn't want to say I think it's a ghost because I'm working for the guy and I'm young. I don't want him to think that I'm a nut." And he said, "Man, that smells weird. Let's get out of here." He wanted to get out of there real quick. So I experienced it there in the Afton, and so did many other people. And once in Brooklyn, in my studio, I experienced it about 3 years ago, and it was a similar type thing. Electrical charge, there's feeling, and there was a strange smell again, like this, like all of a sudden it comes in. And see, I'm getting this like goosebump shit. I shouldn't be talking about this because evidently, if you talk about it, it brings that shit about. And I usually, from what I understand, is don't use Ouija boards. Ouija boards bring in poltergeist and all that stuff. Yes, I believe in it. The thing that I didn't believe in at that time was UFOs, aliens, that kind of shit. That was years ago. And my thought on that years ago was that when people would say that they would see UFOs, and this is maybe even, I remember being in a car with this woman, Christy, that I was dating, and she was talking about UFOs and shit. And I was like thinking, she's nuts. She's nuts. And my thought was that was like when people saw UFOs, they were like it was a narcissistic thing. Like I saw something special. That's what I thought. And then the first time I saw something, I was goose hunting, and this was after I'd dating Christy, maybe a few years later, and I saw in the sky. It looked like an orb, but it was silver or white. It was real big. It was real. It wasn't a balloon because it was it looked like it would have been bigger than a 747, but it was spherical. And then the other time I saw something was driving up to Beaver Dams. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I saw lights in a field, and I saw this like thing sort of hovering, and there were lights that were flashing on the field, like that. And I'm looking at it, I'm going, what is that? And it's pitch dark. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that. There's nobody around. And I'm trying to, in my head, I'm going, is that like the state police, like working with a new drone or something? Like it looked too big to be like, it would have cost. I don't know what the cost would have been, but so I blew it off. I'm like, I don't know what that is. And then the thing that was like super conclusive was I told this story on YouTube so many times. The orb I saw going behind my barn. eh, It was it was not giant, but it was like the same volume as a car. It was like the same volume, but it was spherical, and it was red, and it had lights going up it and down it, like real fast. It looked electronic. It looked like that. When I was watching it, I remember saying to myself, "Am I seeing something from another world?" That's what I thought. Like no prop wash. I remember that night. I think Harley was outside. Went outside to get Harley or something, and I saw this bright red coming towards me. It was like the same sort of bright red you would see on a stoplight, but bigger. And it's coming in my direction, but behind my barn. And it got close, and the closer that it got, I saw that it was this detail of like these lights that were going up and down it and shit. I was like, what the fuck am I seeing? I'm serious, man. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I heard a car door slam, and that was my neighbor. And I didn't know who it was. And I said, "Are you seeing this?" And it was the kid next door. It was Joe. He said the red thing, and I said, "Yeah, you see that?" He goes, "Yeah, I see it." If he wouldn't have seen it, I would have thought I was going crazy. It was unbelievable, and it traveled a consistent speed, not fast, like faster than walking speed, but under 10 miles an hour. But like in like really heavy winds. I remember that night. It was weird. It was like there's real heavy winds, and the object just went straight, like towards Watkins Glen. It just like it didn't veer off path. There was no prop wash. There was no sound. There's no nothing. So the next day, this honest God truth. The next day, I wake up and I have to go to Brooklyn, and I want to go to Brooklyn. I want to get out of here because it flipped me out so much. And the whole time, I'm like, what did I see? And I'm sure other people that have seen this are know what I'm saying. Like I was like, I don't what just transpired? Like what did I see? So I go down to Brooklyn. I stay in Brooklyn for like a month, and then I'm coming back up here. Swear to God, I'm coming up here. We're driving at night, and I'm like sort of scared to go to the house. Like there's this like sort of like after seeing it, like knowing that like we're sort of minuscule, that there's obviously something we don't understand, and there's something greater than than us, obviously, or um, it flipped me out so much. I remember I was sleeping upstairs. I, I I kept some lights on and stuff, and I kept. I'm afraid of the dark. I'm not afraid of the dark, but I was so flipped out. I kept thinking, fuck, man, what did I see? What am I? Are the you hear the stories about the Greys taking people and probing them and shit. Are the Greys going to be coming up and screwing with me? And I left the door open upstairs to that bedroom. Then I'm sleeping in that bedroom again now. And so the door was open, the light was on, and I kept thinking, "Fuck, man, am I going to see like some gray aliens like walk through and or come through the window?" It really flipped me out. It honestly flipped me out. And I know that there has to be somebody out there that's seen this, that knows what I'm saying. Like if Joe wouldn't have seen it, I would be questioning my sanity. I'd be like, what am I like? Did I hallucinate that shit? I know Reagan saw something. I know Carter saw something. There's a lot of astronauts that saw something. There's so many people that saw stuff, have seen stuff. But before I really saw that, I was sort of like trying to find excuses for what I saw, like goose hunting. I was tired. The thing in the field, I was I don't know, and just I don't know. I was just like, I don't know. But after seeing that, it just flipped me out. It did. Sam saw stuff. No, Sam wouldn't give a shit. What do you think is in Area 51? I don't know, but if you're thinking about going, I suggest that you don't. That's a government facility. Don't get involved in that. I don't know what day they're doing it. What day are they supposed to do that? Does anybody know in that zone? Joe is in Area 51. No, no, he's not. Oh, it's tomorrow? No shit. September 20th. I hope nobody gets hurt or nothing gets destroyed, or if they're gonna do it, God, I hope they find something. I do, man. It's just like I would die a happy man if I trained somebody's dog recently that and his owner is sort of has similar thoughts about stuff, and that would be Bear's mom. And I told her this too. I like I would die a happy man if if like one day we wake up and there's a spaceship over DC or something like hovering, because I don't know. It just seems like I have this feeling, this gut feeling that something's not right. Something's definitely not right with this whole thing. Like the thought of religion just seems absurd to me. Like there's too many religions. All religions say that theirs is right and everybody else is wrong. And it's just like an explanation, to make us feel better about our mortality. If I knew that there was something else, like I don't really even have to know exactly what it is. I don't, just there's something other than us in this universe. It would make me happy to know that I mean there's got to be something other than us, and we can't be the biggest baddest thing by any means. I mean that's just ridiculous, but I don't know. I hope I don't know. If they do rush Area 51, I really hope that they yank out the aliens and shit. It's tomorrow, huh? I hope they have camera crews there. Does anybody know if there's actually people staging that area right now? Get banned. Get banned for what? They won't make it. Should I take Wellbutrin? I'm not your doctor, dude. Don't ask me questions like that. I don't care what you do. The raid is on Friday. 100 billion planets in our galaxy. Yeah, that's the point. Is the numbers are just so vast. When you think about the vastness of the universe, and you see like these stars, and that's a sun. It's crazy. It's just like it's got to be something. It has to be anything other than how what we think it is. Um, the thought does come to mind that it's I don't know. I don't know. I really I don't know. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know. We're just here. We're stuck here in this miserable life, and everybody's in the same boat. And the bits and pieces that we have of like, oh yeah, there's life out there. We've got a frogman. We have astronauts saying this, that. It's not it's not good enough for me. I mean, if they're really gonna rush Area 51 and there's something there, it'd be great. We also have the thing of like maybe Trump will disclose when things get real bad for him because things are going well. So that'd be a huge distraction. Like, yeah, and we have aliens in, I don't know. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. We are aliens. No, we're not. Have you ever encountered a, um, "Dude, I look like you." No, you don't. You look like the Walmart Tony Stark? You look like him too? Really? You're not my kid, dude. Like the Frogman. I don't may no, I won't. I might, but I probably won't. I don't know. Um, Come on, Destiny. I know you're a dude. Come on. He's the clearance. That's mean. Those comments are mean. They are, they're mean. It's not nice. It's not nice. I can't do anything about my age. I can't do anything about the way that I look. You shouldn't sit there and pick on somebody's like looks. I could be worse. I mean, come on, man. Don't do that. I'm serious, man. You people that are doing that on the internet, like commenting on people's looks, that's like so base. That's like giving somebody shit for being short or somebody, come on, man. Don't do that. That's bullshit. There's so much of that on the internet and on YouTube of just like you know, trying to make people squirm, trying to make people feel bad. Like that's not really funny. That's just sort of like juvenile and mean. That's not humor. That's like second grade crap. Oh, let's laugh at the person in the wheelchair and stuff like that. Come on, man. It's that close. It's that close. You don't talk about people's looks in a derogatory way unless you're trying to make yourself feel better. It's the truth. But no, I don't know. Anyway, I should go eat something or take a dog out. Peter, can you do live at Wegmans? Yeah, if I can figure out the thing with the yeah, probably because I can use my phone. I think. I don't know. I gotta check on all this. Do you like Prince? Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't like Prince? Prince was awesome. God, man, that's a prolific musician. Um, I don't know. All right. I guess I'm going now. I figure thank you for everybody helping me with this technical stuff. I just it's difficult. So I'm gonna get an Ethernet cable and I'll be able to use um the laptop by just walking it outside or taking it. And also, I could use the phone if the connection is good. I can stream with the phone as long as the connection's good. So work. I don't know. Anyway, it's been exhausting figuring this out. It has. Anyway, all right. So stay away from Area 51. I'll be looking at the news like everybody else. I hope people should probably just leave that alone. I'll tell you why. Another reason why they should leave it alone is if if the like the Frogman is an alien. If it is an alien and they have other aliens and they're coming here, they're clearly superior to us. Don't fuck with the system. Do you want to be a slave to the aliens? I'm not going to end up being a slave. I already know I'm not going to end up being a slave. I'm going to be sort of in charge of some stuff. So, but I'm just telling you all, stay away from Area 51. This We'll get disclosure when the time is right, and that's it. Don't force it. Don't go out there. You'll get shot. That's it. That's a government facility. Somebody's rushing that. They're gonna protect the facility. People get shot. It's absurd. If there's anybody watching this that's doing this, do not do that. Stay away from that facility. Don't rush it. Don't do anything like that. It's just nonsense. That's not a good way to do it. And they already know that there's the possibility of the loons doing this. It had to be so many people to be able to pull this off. You'd have to be rushing it with like 40,000 people. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get shot. Don't do it. God, if they do and they pull out like another frogman. Look, we got 5 frogmen. right? I got the 6th. There you go, and that'll be proof I'm not a hoaxer. Maybe they'll go for it. Anyway, all right. Oh, how's Juppy doing? I don't know. I think that they moved. I think he's okay. I talked to Juppy's aunts recently. Um, Micah and Mila had puppies. Um, everybody's fine. Everybody's fine. Um, can I get a hey Pete? Hey Pete. Hey. All right. I wonder what the age group of you all that are doing this. I am curious. Just real quick. 10 people. Can you just tell me what your ages are? I'm just curious. Who's watching this? 19, 19, 49, 20, 32, 45, 22, 23. God, a wide variety, but 23, 20. That's awesome. That's great. So you don't mind watching some old dude? I'm not adult. I'm not. I'm not adult. I'm old. I'm not an idiot. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. So I'm gonna turn this off. Thank you for the help. I'll be streaming a lot. This is easy to do. I have some video coming up right now that's in the hopper of me shopping, training. It's all from last week because I was too busy. It was really hard to get shit done, but it's older video of Leo and Lola, but it's all good stuff. If you're having trouble getting your dog in the water, there's going to be a section in that of like how to rectify that, and it's real easy. If your dog seems like it's water phobic, this will take care of it. And if you have a dog that's young that you want to get into the water, you do it the same way. So that's coming out real soon. And Leo, I have video. Leo's. I haven't been doing video because I'm working on the stupid house for this stupid collaboration that I should have just originally I said no, and then I should just not even entertain the thought. Um, I don't even think the guy really knew who I was at first. I think it seemed like a video or two, and it was just like, no, we're not on the same page. He's a nice enough dude, but it's just not going to work. But anyway, um, so I'll put out those videos. Thanks a lot, and I'll get this live streaming thing better, and it's fine. Anyway, thanks a lot. I appreciate it, y'all. Buy some shirts. Don't you think you want some shirts? I have a wide selection. Buy some shirts. I'm the king of merch. I'm the king of content. Now that I'm live streaming, Cutie Pie, he'll never catch me. But I'll never catch him too. So, and he's got millions, and I got a Honda Odyssey that's from 2005. So he's doing better. See ya.